Alright everybody, I appreciate you heading back to find me for another video if you have. This is Midas in the original Tomb Raider remastered. And I'm moving along pretty quickly with this and having a lot of fun with it. Haven't died on any of the levels I've done so far. Just sped things up, which is nice. So we're going to want to head back here. This is a long level, and it's one of my favorites. I feel like it really captures the sort of high sense of adventure for the series. It's filled with booby traps and vicious beasts, and one really cool part at the end too we'll get to. Kind of an interesting place to put a metapack. And that room we just unlocked we're not going to go to until way later. Same idea with that rooftop. Just try and draw these apes out by getting near and then hopping backward. He was a beast. There's a lot of them. Okay. This is a level I kind of struggled with as a kid. I think the longevity was, kind of stressed me out. I liked the shorter levels better. It was only until I got older that I really started to hammer out the second half of the game. I'm trying to remember. Yep. In a while, crocodile. Ignore the stairs for now and let's do some searching over here. There's an ape in that corner, and lions that way. Let's take care of the lions first. You can... Oh, did I trigger him yet? You can hide on... Not hide, but... Take refuge on one of those rocks right there to avoid taking damage. Or this one right here. Still fucking nicked me. Forgive me. Oh, bats. Forgive me, I'm getting a sip of water. The staticky noise you hear right now is flames from another part of the level that are activating because we're near the room that they're in. That's just how this game works. Just because the rooms overlap each other, and you just kind of pick up where you are. We'll see what that is in a little bit. Might be another item. I don't think so. This ape is just, he just draw him out by doing a standing jump forward and then back. be something back here. Yeah, we go. Certainly don't want to miss this. Alright. Won't be too much longer before we start using the magnums. I really like to hoard them. I'm gonna head up the stairs. Alright, I'm trying to get Slick climb up the side, it's not working. There's gonna be lots of these furry fuckers in here, so take care of them quickly. Alright, so this is a main chamber we're going to be working a lot out of. The main central idea in the beginning, at least, is to run along the pillars to get to that side over there so we can get to that platform, which has a series of switches on it which open the doors that you see around us, like in that corner and right there. And there's one right there and then over in that corner. And one thing you have to pay attention to, because they have to be flipped in a certain order, is you're looking at the symbols on top. So that's telling me when we get up to the switches, for this one at least, we just want to flip the first switch and leave the rest alone. But we have to get there first, so let's do that. I remember struggling heavily with this series of jumps. As a youngling, we could continue that way, but first let's go ahead and get an item over there. You can hear the flames again going off. They're in the room behind the door below us. This is a long jump, but as always, forward and grab. I don't think that's a secret. I could be wrong. I think it's just goodies they hid, so not necessary completely if you're going for that. Let's do a standing jump back to this pillar. You just take your time. Remember the geometry of it. One hop back. One hop this time. One hop this time. Alright, so here's something that is kind of known amongst Tomb Raider fans. Most Tomb Raider fans at this point. They originally intended for you to be able to get up there. There's a metapack up there, but they removed the path that led to such, to doing it, I should say. But you can do something where, if you stay in the corner like this, and you allow her to, actually I think it might be, it's this way. If you angle her just enough so that her body enters the wall, and then you start jumping. Shit. That was bad. We'll get back there in a jiffy. Okay. Let's see if we can do it right this time. I don't know why I pushed the forward button last time. You don't have to do that, but... really struggling with this. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Usually been able to get this in the past, but it's not working this time. Give it one more go. There we go. If you're watching this, I really appreciate your patience. I wasn't going to let that go. It's just all about the angle. So. Alright. Now let's head back to that platform. Actually, we don't even have to. We can just jump right to it. Okay. Definitely head down here and flip the switch. So if you fall down or when we have to come back up later, come right through. And as we noted before, that door we need to open first. And I don't know if you have to do it in this order. Excuse me, I'm getting some water. But, it's just how I grew up doing it, so we're gonna stick to that way. Let's flip the first switch here. Yeah, as you can see now, the door is unlocked. Or opened, rather. So this room is pretty nuts. If you haven't done it before, it's going to take you some practice, for most of us at least. But once you cross that line, that brown line, the fire temporarily goes off. You have to do a series of jumps across in a proper way and do it quickly, otherwise the fire ignites. And, you know, you could fall into the water and extinguish yourself. But it will take a lot of damage, so let's give it a try. Usually you can get this on the first shot. Let's see. I want to jump on an angle here so you're turning in there. Then jump the last second, place yourself up. It's okay, just keep going. There we go. Worked out beautifully. Make sure you pick up that bar before you leave the area. There's rats in the water. They're really no big deal. We're gonna swim past them. If they follow us, we'll shoot them just to get them on the count, enemy count. You little bastard. There we go. Alright. That really is tricky if you haven't done it before. Almost to the extent of where, like, I wish you luck if you haven't. Next we're gonna do this one. So I know when we go back up. And you see this time they're blocking out one of the symbols, so we have to play with it a little. But we know 3 and 4 are gonna have to go up. bastard. Alright, so 3 and 4. And let's check to see if that opened the door. It didn't, which means we need to pull the first one up. Shit. Huh, that was sweet. That should have opened the door. Let's check. Yeah, it did. We're good. Alright. This room looks complicated, but it's really pretty simple. Just go up this way. I believe we have to head into the basement first, so let's do that. Cozy little room. Pull the strange looking block out one time. Yeah, I heard that too. Let's go see what happened. Goes sort of an earthquake. Gives us a path to move along the top though and get to the other side of the room so we can get in that little opening up there. Let's go check it out. I'm wondering, hearing an ape, where that ape might be. It's got to be in another room that we haven't been yet. This can be kind of annoying. You have to jump to that shaded platform right there. I think it's just kind of a standing jump. Yep. I have missed that quite a few times. This is definitely a running jump. And this one as well. Just try and get to that white sloped part there. Okay. And then a tricky little standing jump into the alcove. Beautiful. Don't fall down here. It makes things very difficult. We're going to want to run across and go right, and as long as you go right, you'll have plenty of time to kill the apes before they both get to you. Poor bastard. The next one you're hearing is down below, but we'll deal with him in a bit. Do not jump down yet if you're doing this for the first time. We'll have to go all the way around to get a couple of secrets. just jumped in the opposite direction. I absolutely would have slammed my head against the wall. Let's go this way. It's a fun little room here. Just a interesting series of jumps, nothing too difficult. So just walk up to it as close as you can get, and then just hold, jump forward, but hold square and forward and don't let it go. Just keep holding them. And you wind up in the corner. And watch your step over here. I think there's one more gap. I can't tell, but anyway, I'm going to do a jump. Get some goodies. And we already cleared this room, so let's swim back. Later, fuckers. Specific way to get down here. You can get another secret in this corner. Yeah, we go. And you'll want to hang and drop further to the right because it slants upward, so you'll save yourself a little bit of distance and maybe a little health. Take a little damage anyway, but you still do. See, it's deeper there. Something in here. One of these. Ah, there you are. So you may find your own permutations and styles on how to do things in this game that don't match mine, and it's a possibility that you've used your other guns way before I have. This is the first point in the game where I feel it's absolutely necessary to use a stronger gun, because when you walk a few columns up right there and we jump over, an ape comes out, and look how high you are. I think you can survive that with full health, but you're pretty much dead. But then on top of that, you have to go all the way back around, because that's where we killed those two lions and that gorilla hiding in the corner. That's what that is down there. There's the dead lion. So let's carefully... I hate this part, I really do. I mean, I like it for its danger, but... you just want to kill this ape. Like, start backing up as soon as he runs out. Oh, shit. Okay. I think there might be one more. I'm not fooled. Yep. My stubbornness and unwillingness to fire too many shotgun rounds there cost me a little health. You really do need a lot of shotgun rounds saved though for the end of the game for one of the bosses, and I can't stress that enough. It's actually vitally important, so be careful over here. And I don't think there's anything here. This is, as far as stakes go, this is one of the biggest jumps in the game. Again, just because if you fall, how far back around you have to go. I mean, I think you survived the fall, barely, but it really sucks. But we're going to try and get this on the first shot. Beautiful. Okay, grab your metapack and fall back and shimmy over more. Do not fucking let go. And don't fall down right there either. That's not where you need to be. I've made that mistake before. Just keep going all the way. All the way. All the way, man. Okay, as soon as you see your shadow, you're good. Turn around and kill this fucking bat immediately. Wherever it is. Don't try and make the jump until it's dead. There we go. Okay, one more tricky jump and we're out of this area and we don't have to worry as much, at least for a little bit. Jump. Oh boy, alright. Good, we made it. Alright. So, move forward. And we enter a long tunnel. I love the sort of isolated ambience of this level. I mean, it just feels so, you know, feels truly like a place that nobody's seen in thousands of years. If you want to avoid this like the plague, if you fall down, you wind up back in that room where we did the funky jumps. We swam there from where the crocodiles were. So it means if you fall, you're going to have to do those jumps again that we just did. So fuck that. Be careful and don't do it. Alright, where are we? Okay. So I'm going to do something interesting here. Again, I talk so much about the tiles to this point in the game that activate enemies. If you run forward here, one of the tiles right there causes the music to activate, and a lion runs around the whatever you want to call this, the ledges here to come around and get you. But if we back up and we shimmy, and we avoid the tile, which starts right here and ends right here. As you can hear, there's no music playing, so we skipped activating him, and we'll see him in a sec. And by the way, if you didn't realize, we're above the pool from the beginning of the level. Don't fall down, that's a long trek. See, there's the lion that was supposed to activate it, but we cheated him out of existence. Funny looking. He'll just stay frozen there forever. Fuck him. Be careful here. It's just a series of places where if you fall, you're going all the way back, so it's a good 8 to 12 minute trek. It's really not important, we could swim past him, but I've always found with this croc, for some reason, if you don't get him on the first try, it's very hard to get him at all, at least without drawing him out. I don't think I care. I'm not going for 100% enemies wise, I just care about the secrets. I've done that before to get the trophy anyway. Okay, you gotta be very careful here. This is the... Kill all the enemies first, avoid distractions. this is the room with the temple, and that's the roof. We're going to do a standing jump over to the roof. Alright. And be very careful not to fall. There's a lead bar here. Going to pick up the lead bar. Somewhere along the line we activated 2 lions. You can land, I think, on that platform there and shoot them from safety. But I have a memory of fucking that up last year, and I don't want to do it again. I don't remember how I fucked it up, but maybe it's just too high? We could hang and drop, and then quickly move to the rock. Oh, they're right there. Little shits. Alright, well, I'm sure I won't die from this. There we go. Probably should have mentioned a long time ago. There's a golden rule. Unless you're really impatient and want to waste your bullets for later in the game, never ever use anything but the pistols if you're on a ledge where the enemies can't reach you. I mean, it's a total waste. That part we did before, where I got the meta pack by doing the jump against the side of the pillar, you can actually do that right here. I'm not going to spend 2 minutes on it like I did before, but if you get in your position right here and you kind of pull off the same thing, see if I can do it real quick. I'm going to give it one more go, and if it doesn't work, fuck it. I have done it before, but yeah. This one's definitely trickier. Alright, well, if you can pull off the same trick, you can get up there and skip a good percentage of the level. I've done it before. It's interesting. Alright. So, now we want to head back up the stairs and go towards the switch room. So there's a possibility another enemy spawned, I can't remember. The room we're going to do next, it's going to be this one. So that means we're going to have the 3rd switch down and the 5th switch down. 3 and 5. Ape's kind of floating in the air. So 5. Put 4 up. 3 is down. Let's see if that unlocked the door. It did. This would be one of those points that I kind of mentioned I mentioned in previous levels where I get a little nervous over the fact that I haven't saved because, yeah, look what's right there. I mean, it's manageable, but it's just... Alright, so just walk through these spikes. Probably could have run through that, but whatever. And we'll head up. And it looks like we need to pull this. Unpleasant noise. Let's go see what it did. Oh, I just got a little bit of a gulp in my throat. Okay, so as you can see, that raised the platforms in the rooms that the spikes surround, and we're going to have to do a carefully timed series of jumps to get all the way into that fucking corner. So the first one is a standing jump. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. You just really got to take your time with this. The next one's a running jump. Don't jump too far over to the right or you hit the ceiling. Try and land on the left side of the block. Kind of goes the same for this one. And always... Is that a running jump? Yeah, it's a running jump. Okay. Running jump. Running jump. Running jump. And so this part's pretty tricky. Actually, you know what? There is something you can do. And maybe I should do it, I don't know. So immediately when you hit that tile right there, you activate an ape that's hiding in the corner. You could actually see his shadow on that side. You can jump forward and then jump immediately back and start firing. I think I'm gonna just try and run forward. I don't care if he damages me. I don't have the nerves right now to do the jump forward and back thing. So here we go. You see, I'd rather just fight him like this. Okay. Certainly would have looked cooler the other way, but you know, I haven't saved, and we're way deep into this level, so fuck it. Okay, it's not over yet. We still have to get out of here. So you're gonna want to do. Let me take a look. Where am I? You're gonna want to do a standing jump. I think. Oh my god, I don't know. Standing jump. Yeah. And then just jump in any direction that the spikes aren't. It doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do a running jump away from them. It's bullshit. Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, alright. So now we have, how many bars do we have here? We've gotten all we need before we have to go downstairs. Yikes, I feel like I'm missing something. Okay. Let's head down into the basement. The nervousness I was feeling at those jumps over there, back there. Pretty much how the entire second half of the game is, so... There's actually something coming up in about a minute or two that I could very well fuck up. I think I did last time. We're going to want to head up there, which leads us to the next room where that metapack is. But first, hidden very well in this little corner here is a switch. They even made it gray, so it's harder to see. Okay, so what's my health looking like? So what we have here is our first set of those fuckers. And on top of that, in between them, some collapsible tiles. And I really don't want to do this, but I'm not going to do a guide, and it's a secret, so I am not a master at dodging this. Essentially, you have to, I think, as you would expect, start running as they're closing and jump through as they're opening. Woo! And your reward for that is some shotgun shells, some magnet clips. I think that's it. There's a meta pack here too. And going back is more daunting because you don't have the floor to fall back on. Now you really have to run through them. Jump through them, rather. So, full health. Give yourself a little bit of distance to time it right. Oh, holy shit! Oh, that feels so fucking good. Alright, let's move forward. There's nothing in there. Though I'd love to be able to clip through the gate one day. Actually, no, there's nowhere to go. It's just a complete dead end. So let's head up here. Water. Good, that replaces the meta pack I used getting to the ammo, so it works out in the end. This is one of the coolest areas in the game. If you know about the legend of Midas and how everything turns to gold, you touch it. So I'm not gonna show it because I haven't saved, so I'm not gonna play the whole level again just to do a display. But there really is a cool little video that plays quickly if you jump on the hand. She kind of turns to gold and like winces in pain and you die, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna when you're doing this, you're hitting X to activate. Under no circumstances hit the up button at the same time, because that means she hops up and you're dead instantly. I've done that by accident. So now we can exit the room, and I'm sure if you want to see that, you can find it on YouTube. Pretty interesting. Oop. I'm a little apprehensive right now. Why the fuck can't she climb up there? Because I remember there being 4 bars, but I think I'm wrong. So I think I'll just take a chill pill and we'll wait and see. It really feels good to have made it out of there. And you're just kind of running through the ghost town that you created back up to the switch room one more time. This time we're going to open the door in the corner here. And what's the combination? So it's down, up, 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 down. Camera test. Doors opened. Beware of the lion that pops out. Fuck is he? The same bullshit's gonna happen with this lion that happened with the wolf in the second level. Fuck this. Oh, you gotta be kidding. He just had to have his pound of flesh, right? Okay. We're about ready to wrap this one up. Alright, it is 3 bars, so we're good. We'll handle that in a minute. Grab the shotgun shells that are out on the balcony here. For the life of me, I can never understand it, because in the original version, they put the save game beacons in, and there's a beacon here, and I always wondered, like, why put that there? It's the very end of the level, but whatever. Alright. Thanks for joining me for Palace Midas. See you on the next one. I believe it's called the Cistern. We got all 3 secrets, all the pickups, 41 kills. Thank you, see you then.